We are the champions, my friend. This is the first video I made since we won the Stanley Cup final, which, by the way, 2023 Stanley Cup champs! I'm probably hopefully gonna do another video where we're talking about past season so I can give a little bit more in depth about that. But to jumpstart getting back into videos, because I moved across the country, I'm now living in Georgia, while my wife's getting her PhD. To ease back into it, I'm going to go over my jersey collection as of right now. And fun fact, I'm probably getting another one tomorrow, according to the tracking updates that FedEx has. But these are my favorite jerseys that I own in order from least favorite to most favorite, most glad that I have in my collection. So I'm gonna start off with a non-NHL one. The Canada 1984, 87. I feel like a bat. Yeah, anyway, this jersey, it's a Gretzky, and I love it. It's, I think fake, but it was cheap, and that's partially why it's down here towards the bottom. Let's see, how many are there? 22 as of tomorrow. I had a ranking on my phone, but I changed the order while I was reordering this, and so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, this is 22nd, the Canada Captain 1. One of my goals is to own a jersey from all NHL teams. It's probably gonna take me several years to get to because hockey jerseys are expensive. Number 21, another non-NHL jersey, but it's one that I'm really glad that I have. It's the Las Vegas Thunder jersey. I grew up in Vegas, went to a couple of games, and you know, I just got this recently, and I'm really glad that I have it. Number 20, Los Angeles Kings, and you're gonna notice a theme among my jerseys. This one is Alec Martinez, number 27, defenseman. There's nothing wrong with the Kings jersey. I really love the purple. This is Reebok. Most of my Reeboks are gonna be ranked a little bit lower because they pull a little bit easier, but the Martinez jersey, there's a lot of different Kings I could have chosen. I've had him longer because Martinez jerseys actually existed, whereas McNabb's really didn't. And I mean, now there's another King that I technically could add if I get there that would also fit into my theme in two different ways, actually. Number 19, Buffalo Sabres, Jack Eichel. If this was the more royal color, that would probably be higher in my list. The navy with the gray stripings, it was a weird era. Not the biggest fan of it, but hey, this was dirt cheap too because Buffalo fans wanted nothing to do with their Eichel jerseys. And that's Stanley Cup champion. That's a Jack Eichel for you. Number 18 is a classic jersey. It's a Reebok Montreal Canadiens Max Pacioretty jersey. He was the captain. I have a captain's club as well. And I love Max Pacioretty. Gets injured a lot. He's now with the Capitals, which is weird, but I'm really glad that I have that jersey. Technically could have had a Shea Weber jersey, and I could technically also have had a Nick Suzuki one, which are all three captains. The last three that they have. Great. Number 17 would... This would be ranked higher if I had a player on it, but it's a blank, and it's going to be Calgary Flames. I love this jersey. I could have had the older one that had the Alberta flag on the shoulder with the black on the inside with James Neal on it, but I really, really, really liked this style of jersey, the retro heritage one, and I'm really glad that I have that. I'm probably gonna say that quite a bit, eh? Yeah, this order definitely changed quite a bit. What was that, 18? 20, 19, 18, 17? Where am I? Number 16 is the Chicago Blackhawks, very classic jersey looking. It's the Adidas, it's a Flurry. It has the wrong neck, but I don't really care. I got this for super cheap because they were having a discount on Chicago Blackhawks jerseys that were customized with the neck that was all the way across, and I needed a Flurry jersey in every team. Hint, hint. And so that's, of course, the only player I was going to get with this jersey because I do not like the Chicago Blackhawks for multiple reasons, but again, this jersey, this look is very, very classic. Number 15, another team I'm not really a fan of, the San Jose Sharks. I like their new jerseys really, really well though, and the stealth one was the one I was going to get. I was debating, but this player never wore the stealth jersey. It's Stanley Cup champion Adin Hill. He came out wearing that UNLV jersey to the parade, and I was like, okay, this dude, I need, like, and this jersey cost me less than a 4th round pick. So, you know, the teal is really, really nice. This jersey is nice in general, but it's the Sharks, so eh. Number 14 is being ranked simply because I know what I'm doing with it. It's not customized, but it will be. It's a Nashville Predators away jersey. I'm going to get Cody Glass on the back because I've got to. Former Portland Winterhawk, as was Aiden Hill, and I lived in Portland for a bit, and then he also was our first draft pick, and so you can't go wrong with that. I'm really glad he's carved out a role with Nashville. Wish we still had him, but you know, it is what it is. I just said I moved to Georgia, right? Well, number 14 is the Atlanta Thrashers. This was their 3rd, I want to say. And it's just a Reebok, it's blank. But I got this for pretty cheap as well, as far as what Atlanta Thrashers jerseys go for. And so all of these jerseys I got for super cheap. I'm not going to pay full price for them. Most of them. The Nashville one I actually won off of an eBay auction for like 20 bucks. If you're diligent enough at looking at those things, you can find them. I found them also through Mercari. I don't care if they're used or new or whatever, and so I just get whatever jerseys I can for cheap to help me fulfill that. However, I do want them to fit in the theme, and while Atlanta is the 33rd NHL franchise that I'll have in here, I'm gonna switch this. 13 is the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Justin Bieber Drew House jersey that's reversible. I got this because it was on sale, and I got Jack Campbell, who is a goalie, which is is the other theme that I have, is goalies or former Vegas Golden Knights. And this jersey, while not as classic as their home and away, I really, really love this. It's a very cool spin. I like specifically the crest. Like the Toronto Maple Leafs is embroidered, so it comes out, and then the whole like black distressed look on the inside. It's a really nice jersey, even though I'm never gonna flip it around. And the numbers too, I really, really like. I think it goes well with this jersey. So there's number 13 as Toronto. Number 12, another member of the Captain's Club, but this one doesn't have a captain's patch, is the St. Louis Blues, the Arch jersey. I love this jersey. This is my favorite jersey that St. Louis ever had. It's Pietrangelo, although St. Louis's jersey history is pretty high, pretty good, pretty great. Eichel, Petro, and Pacioretty, all former captains for different teams before coming to Vegas. This guy was never a captain, but I had to get Phil the Throw Kessel in the Kachina jersey. This is one of my favorite jerseys of all time. I grew up so the Arizona Coyotes were the closest team. My aunt lived in Chandler for a bit, and so they went to Coyotes games, and I watched the NHL a little bit more with them in mind, but I love this look. Love that jersey. Can't believe that's 11th. The ones that I am impartial to are probably because of my favorite player. But Kessel, former Penguin, now we're on to the Penguins jersey that I have. It's the Fleury jersey, because of course I had to get the flower in every team that he's played for. So Pittsburgh was a must. This one I also got for pretty cheap. I think it was from Full Moon Jerseys. And I have patches that I'm planning on adding to a lot of these once we get an iron. But number 9, yeah, that's this one. 9. It's the Vegas Golden Knight. Honestly, this is probably because Fleury is my favorite player. I love Theodore. Love Theodore. I have this jersey above the Pittsburgh one, but I like the white jersey specifically has always been really, really clean. Heavy bias because all the Vegas jerseys are in my top 10. I'm gonna put number 8 as the jersey that's gonna come in tomorrow. It's going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning reverse retro from the 2.0 from this last year. The Storm jersey, but in white, and I know that it's not everyone's favorites, like the old Storm jersey was better, but the embroidered lightning bolts on the sleeves, and I got Vasilevsky because goalie. I don't know, I love this look, and it has the old Tampa Bay logo, which I prefer over all the logos they've had, and so it's probably gonna go in my 8. We'll have to see how in person seeing it changes where it's ranked at, but that means number 7, going back to a Fleury jersey, which, I mean, I've already shown Pittsburgh and Chicago, and so this one, the Minnesota Wild, which I got to admit, the first time I put this on, it looked weird. I still haven't put on the Sharks jersey because I'm afraid of how I'm gonna see myself wearing it. but wearing a Minnesota jersey was weird the first time I wore it. But this green is beautiful. I like the logo a lot, the detail with inside of it, and it's just, it's a really cool jersey. I did have the Winter Classic from a couple of years ago that I then sold off so I could get this one instead, because the Minnesota home is beautiful right now. Number 6. The first home jersey for the Vegas Golden Knights, I'm going to put the inaugural season patch on there. It's also a Fleury. I really, really love this jersey. The gold chrome buckets, but this jersey is nice. It's really just fond memories of that first year specifically. I think I like the white one better, but the 27 on the back of my Theodore one has a little bit of fraying, which is probably decreasing its ranking. And then Fleury being on the back of this one, being my all-time favorite player, kind of raises it up. Which brings us to our top 5. This one might surprise some of you, but I'm gonna put this Vancouver Canucks jersey, the Reverse Retro 1.0. It's got Demko on the back because he always goalies us for some reason. And fitting into the whole goalie or former Vegas Golden Knight player, I actually really, really like this jersey. I lived in Vancouver for a little bit, and it was not during the era where they had this jersey, but I loved that jersey. I am probably one of the few that liked the gradient a lot, but the green and the blue I thought was a perfect way to do the retro of that with their current colors, and I really, really enjoy this jersey. Number 4. I did not like this jersey at first because it looked mustardy on camera, but in person this jersey is something else. It's glittery, it's gold, it's actually gold and not mustard, and it's very uncomfortable to wear, but I don't wear nothing under my jerseys. It's usually a hoodie or something, but it's Mark Stone, the captain of the Vegas Golden Knights, and I love this jersey. I got this for pretty cheap too. Amazon had a deal where it was like $100, which is still expensive, but it was cheaper than I could get it elsewhere. And I don't know, it was really glad that I have it. It came as a stone for that much. It was really good. I added the captain's patch at the Arsenal, so it was like $5. Number 3 is the Reverse Retro number 1 Vegas Golden Knights red jersey. I love this jersey. I really wish that this was a third. I think it just complemented the color palette really, really well. This one is a Leonard jersey. I sold my Fleury Fanatics so I could get the Leonard Adidas, and it's, I love goalies, love Leonard. I know that's a controversial take, and I don't know if he'll play for us again. The red and of this jersey, it's really, really cool. And the lettering specifically with the gold inside of the black was just really, really cool. And paid homage to jersey number 21 on my list, the Las Vegas Thunder, and so I really liked that they were paying tribute to Vegas hockey, and because they didn't have much else to go off of. But number 2, you might be thinking to yourself, I've already seen 4 Vegas jerseys and they've only ever had 5, so what could possibly be in this top 2? This 25th anniversary Ducks jersey slaps. The eggplant color in the collar, I wish it was a little more prominent, but it is a stripe here. It's just, this jersey is so fantastic. I love it. I don't have anyone on the back. I was thinking either Ryan Miller or Gibson, but because Ryan Miller is one of USA's top goalies ever, and but I have yet to do that. But this jersey was sick. I love it. I am sad they only used it for 1 year, but I really love having that. Which brings us to number 1, which you can probably guess now at this point what it is. It's the Vegas Reverse Retro from this year, which might be recency bias. Honestly, this list could probably change by next year. I got my own name on the back as well as 96, my birth year. It made me think of Vegas when I was a kid. The neon glow in the dark aspect just screams Vegas. And it's a black jersey that's Vegas. It's a word mark, but the word mark, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but the word mark is the start of the Excalibur lettering. And the Excalibur, we won that trip, my wife and I, to go to a game, and that was just a phenomenal experience. And this jersey, which was customized with my name on it, I just, that whole experience probably is bringing this up a lot because I really appreciated that date, which was the first date that my wife and I went on after we had our daughter. And that game they won against the Nashville Predators, which was Cody Glass's return. But this reverse retro, I think, just is one of my favorite. It's my favorite jersey that I own. And I got my name on it because I knew that I was going to be keeping this for the rest of my life and passing it on to my kids. For the Winter Classic that's coming up, who should I get? I was thinking Logan Thompson, if he's still around. Comment below what your favorite jersey is of all time in the NHL and how much you disagree with my rankings. Let's go with that. That's gonna be it for today's nightly review. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.